welcome back. So this is going to be the entire project today. I'm going to do a video of the entire project. Okay, we're going to fly through this because you guys are rockets and you guys are brilliant. And by the way, let me say on tape that you guys are doing awesome in this class. Okay, how many people are having fun? How many's learning something? I will say this on tape that you guys are doing better than my 8th graders. Okay, you guys are blowing them out of the water, and the reason why is you're brilliant. Here we go. So first thing I need, I'm going to go down to my media drawer. Nope, sorry, I lied. I'm going down to my drawing drawer, and I need a canvas. Okay, I'm going to rename this canvas game board. And I'm just going to name it game board because if you guys have a hockey game, that's fine. If you have a soccer game, that's fine. If you have a polo game, that's fine. Basketball, football, whatever game you want. So I'm just going to name it game board so that this will work for any game that you play. Width and height, anyone want to guess? Phil Parent. Get that to fill in there. And the width is going to be Phil Parent. Okay. When you put a canvas down, you want to put a canvas down first, and then you put your ball on your canvas. Okay, the ball has to go onto the canvas. If the ball is not on the canvas, it won't travel. Yes. Yes, that's perfect. I'm getting there. You're just ahead of me because you guys are. So I'm going to call this one Image Sprite Ball. Okay. Did we decide what game we're doing in here? Volleyball? I just did soccer, so let's do something different. You want to do volleyball? All right. I've already done tennis. Yeah, let's do volleyball. I haven't done volleyball yet, so we'll do volleyball. All right, so this is going to be our ball, and then we're going to go into your media, and I'm going to get 8 sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I got a player. Delete that player. Unless we wanted like a song to play throughout the whole thing, then we could put in a player. All right, let's go have fun with a player. I just had an idea there. So let's go back to sounds. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, I'm also going to put my iris in here, so I'm going to go text to speech. I like iris. And iris can, what I'm going to do there is that iris will come on and say which edge we hit. Iris? You guys don't know what iris is? Do you guys know like Siri, when Siri comes up on your phone? So Androids, the opposite of Siri is iris. Iris is backwards, Siri backwards. So in Android, she is called Iris. So Iris can come on and I can, have we not done text to speech in here? No. Okay, great. So today we're going to do text to speech. I'm going to show you how to do all this. Okay? So that is basically my entire GUI. That was pretty easy to build, wasn't it? Yeah. There's really not a lot to it. You got a ball, you got a canvas, and we have 8 sounds. We have 8 sounds because if we hit the top of the screen, right, it'll play sound 1, corner, sound 2, the edges, sound 3. This is 4. Down at the bottom is -1. Bottom left corner is -2, -3, and -4. You with me on that? All right, so now let's go to the internet. I'm going to pause the tape. We're going to go get some images, and we're going to upload some images here. We're going for a volleyball theme. We going volleyball? All right, we're going volleyball theme. Here we go. All right, so now I'm going to open up this image in GIMP because it has writing on it, and we want to get rid of its writing. Okay? So this is simply, this is one of my favorite tools in GIMP right here. It's called the crop tool. Okay, it's a little scalpel. So I'm just going to go ahead and scalpel out what I want. So I'm just going to go around the perimeter of this pink court. And I'm just going to double click. And boom, there it goes. There's no more writing in it. And now I have a volleyball court with a nice perimeter around it. You with me on that? Okay. So I'm just going to go and export this. And really, I'm just going to export it back to the same one that I had. And I'm just going to overwrite the one that I had. I'm going to replace it and hit export. And there we go. I'm going to go back to my MIT. I'm going to go into my canvas. I'm going to go to my background image of my canvas. I'm going to upload my volleyball court. Okay. Where is my volleyball court? And there it is. Now, one thing that I don't like here is I don't like my screen being scrunched like that. So let's go back to screen 1. And I'm going to go back to screen 1, and I'm going to go to screen orientation and make it landscaped. There we go. And now you got a nice long volleyball court there. You don't want a 3D one like that. You want a 2D. That's going to look kind of nutty. It's not. You're not going to be happy with it when you upload that. I went to screen 1, and if you scroll down, you'll find orientation, screen orientation, and you want to change that to be landscaped so that now your app will play in landscape and not portrait. The crop tool, it's a little scalpel knife. Just drag a knife around it and double click. Okay, so now I'm ready to go do a little bit of work on my volleyball. Let's go find that nice, cool volleyball. There it is, Baden. I'm going to edit this with GIMP, and I'm going to make sure that we have a transparent background. Does everybody remember how to do a transparent background? Okay, so I'll go over this one more time. You want to go to Windows, Dockable Dialogues, Layers. Get your Layer tool out, and over here you're going to see that you're looking at a small icon of your Baden volleyball. So we're going to right-click on it, Add Alpha Channel. And I'm going to go then and select my color selector, blue, red, and green. Click on the white and hit delete. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It deleted that top part of the volleyball. Control Z. Yeah, see how that white blended in too much? So what am I going to have to do here? I wonder if I could just like take a paintbrush. Okay, I think I might be able to take a paintbrush. Okay. Yes. I'm ready to go ahead and file export this. Okay, make sure that when you save the volleyball, you're saving it as PNG, vball.png. Okay, make sure your save color is off. Export that, and I'm going back here to MIT. I'm going to my image ball. I'm going to the background picture of the ball. I'm going to upload, choose a file, and where's my vball? There it is, vball, PNG. And the ball is really big, so now we got to go ahead and change its height to like 40 pixels. And width is 40 pixels. And there's your volleyball. Yes. I'm going to go through here and call these sound 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to call this one, I'm going to rename these. Okay, I'm going to call this sound negative 1. And I'm going to call this one sound -2. And I'm going to call this one sound -3. Does everyone know why I'm doing this? Yes, remember the walls are 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, and -4. Okay? You can. Okay? All right, so now you're going to go ahead and upload your sound files. Choose a file, and I already have in there, I have boom and bass and all that. So you're just going to upload your sounds. All right, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to pause the tape here. So now I am ready to start putting in code. I have my sounds uploaded to, and I am ready to start putting in code. So once you have your sounds loaded up, you want to go to your sound file. We are rocking out this morning. I'm sorry, video land, if you can hear all this. We're going to go to blocks, and we're going to ready to start adding in code blocks. Okay, the code blocks are really pretty simple. You're going to start out with this image sprite ball, and when it is flung, you're going to start the game with a fling. And what that is just your finger dragging the ball across the screen. Okay, so when you fling it, right, that's when the ball starts to move. Okay, yes, this is recording. So then all I do is I say, okay, image ball, I want you to start heading in a direction. Okay. Are you guys with me on this? So I'm just going to say, okay, set the ball heading to. So you're going to want to set heading to. So let's go down. There it is. I just saw it. So I'm going to say set heading to, and I'm going to get this heading right here. Okay. And then I want to say, go ahead and set the speed. The ball is going to have a speed on a canvas. So you want to go back to image sprite ball. Just hover over heading. And I want to get the speed. Set the speed to, and you can go ahead and get this speed. Hover over speed, get the speed. Okay. Now, if you want to increase this speed, then you want to do some math to it. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this. And I'm going to say this is my speed times, and put a number in here. You don't want to multiply by 0, then the ball won't move. You can multiply by 5. If you want it fast, then go 10, 20, 30. Change what? Absolutely. Every time you hit an edge, you can set its speed. Fast, slow. Yeah. All you do is just say, you know, I'm going to hit an edge, okay? So now if you would run this, your ball's going to move across the screen, but all it's going to do is it's going to fling, hit one edge, and then go to a corner and stop. So now we need to handle hitting an edge. So we need an event handler. Who knows what an event handler is? Okay, good. So we're going to say, we'll go back to the ball, and when it's reached and edged. Okay? All right, so when it hits an edge, I want it to call and tell the ball to bounce off the edge. So I'm going to go back to ball, and I'm going to tell it to bounce. And all you're going to do here is get the edge. Okay? Now, I thought it would be cool for us to understand which edge we just hit. Are you with me? So what I'm going to do this, I'm going to go back to designer, and see this where it says screen 1? That is actually my screen 1 title. So I can actually set this title to print out what edge I just hit. Are you guys with me on this? So I'm going to use this screen title like a label. Okay? Because I don't want to put a label on my page. Actually, we could have like a label, follow the ball. Do you want to do that? No, it's not that cool. So I will go ahead and go to back to my code blocks. And when I reach an edge, I'm going to say, okay, screen 1, dot title. Set the title to whatever that edge is. Okay? So then when it hits an edge, up at that top of your screen, you're going to see screen 1 go to like 1, -4, -3, 2, set. You with me? Not 7 because we don't have a 7. But 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay? So that's just me displaying it. Why? Because I want us to learn about which edge that, because this is our first time doing edges, right? So the more we can display, the more we can do a better usability study. So now what I want to do is just do an if case, okay? Do an if statement and find out which edge we just hit. Okay? So I'm going to say something like this, logically, if get edge is equal to math 1. So I click on 1 here, okay? And then what do I want to do? Well, I want to go ahead and play sound 1. And I want Iris to come on. And I want Iris to say, hey, you just hit edge 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some text. and I want Iris to say you just hit 1. So I'm just going to type a 1 in there. I tried to do edge 1 today, but then, you know, we could type whatever we want here. I could say edge 1 here. I'm going to have to really slow the ball to slow it down a lot to get her to say edge 1, because by the time what was happening this morning is before she was finished saying edge 1, it was hitting another edge, and then that was interrupting her, and yeah, it wouldn't get out the full edge 1. So then I changed it to just be 1, -2. You with me? Yeah. But you might want to just have a 1 here. Okay? Now, what I want to do now is I'm going to pause the tape. I want you to go ahead and hit your morph button and morph this to put in other if statements. What happens if you hit edge 2? What happens if you hit edge 3, edge 4, edge -1, -3, -4? You with me? Okay, so I'm going to pause the tape right here. Okay, so I've worked my way down to duplicating all these blocks of code. And I'm working my way down. This is -3, so I'm going to change this to -3 sound. And this is, Iris is going to come on and say you hit -3. And I'm going to do this one more time. And she's going to hit -4 and duplicate this. Yep. And this is going to play sound -4, and Iris is going to hit -4. And now we're going to go ahead and play our app. If you have another if in there you're not using, you can just leave it and nothing will happen. Okay, so now you want to go ahead and connect. So you're going to go connect, reset connection, AI companion, get your AI companion, get your tablet involved, scan this in, and see how it works. And wait for it, and there it goes. So mine's working perfectly. I hope this helps, and have fun, and please subscribe and email me if you have any questions. drichter@butlertech.org.